These are the stories of those encounters, preserved in Islamic history and revealed in the Qur'an and Sunnah. During the time of the Prophet Muhammad, a group of Jinn heard the recitation of the Qur'an in the valleys near Ta. If moved by the words, they returned to their own kind and said, "Indeed, we have heard a wondrous Qur'an." These Jinn accepted Islam and pledged themselves to the truth. This event, recorded in Surah Al-Jinn, shows not only that Jinn have intellect and emotion, but that they are also capable of understanding revelation and choosing submission to Allah. The story of Abu Huraira and the thieving Jinn is one of the most detailed Jinn encounters. Assigned to guard the storehouse of Zakat during Ramadan, Abu Huraira caught a man stealing food 3 nights in a row. Each time, the man pleaded for mercy and was released. On the 3rd night, the thief told Abu Huraira that if he recited Ayat al-Kursi before sleeping, no devil would approach him. When Abu Huraira told the Prophet about the encounter, the Prophet confirmed that was a devil, but he told you the truth. Even a Jinn bent on deception could not lie about the power of the Qur'an. Sawad bin Karib was not a companion by coincidence. He was visited by a Jinn for 3 nights who told him in poetic form that a prophet had arisen among the Quraysh. Inspired and intrigued, Sawad sought out the Prophet and embraced Islam, confirming the prophecy of the Jinn. This encounter shows that even among the Jinn are those who recognize divine truth and help guide humans toward it. There was a companion from the Ansar who mysteriously vanished one evening while heading to prayer. Years later, he returned, telling a shocking tale. He had been captured by Jinn and held for a long time in their realm. Once the Jinn discovered he was a devout Muslim, they gave him a choice to stay with them or to return. He chose to come back to his people. The Prophet heard his story and confirmed its truth. This event illustrates that the realms of Jinn and humans occasionally overlap, and some among them recognize and honor Muslim piety. From the Qur'an, we know that Prophet Suleiman was granted control over the Jinn. They worked under his command building structures, diving into the seas, and performing labor by the will of Allah. They could not disobey him while under divine command. This was a sign of Suleiman's prophethood and power, a gift from Allah, and proof that Jinn can be made to serve righteous ends when under divine discipline. A lesser-known but widely cited tale involves a shepherd who came to a companion of the Prophet, Korah bin Iyas, claiming that his idol had shackled a wolf overnight to protect his flock. Korah was amazed, thinking the idol divine, but when he told the Prophet, the messenger said, "Shaitan has played tricks on them." This shows how jinnespacy, the shaitan, can manipulate the minds of people and create false miracles to keep them away from Tawheed. Jinn often appear in animal forms. The Prophet said they can take the form of snakes, dogs, and even humans. One incident records a Jinn who appeared as a man, teaching Abu Huraira the power of Ayat al-Kursi. Another Hadith notes that the devils appear in the form of black dogs and snakes, and the Prophet even instructed companions not to kill such creatures immediately, but to warn them 3 times, as they could be Jinn. In another powerful narration, the Prophet said, "Indeed, the shaitan comes to one of you and says, 'Who created this? Who created that?' until he says, 'Who created your Lord?' If that happens, seek refuge with Allah and stop thinking about it." This whispering is not merely internal, it is the work of Jinn, preying on the vulnerable moments of belief. Among the most fascinating are the righteous Jinn who protect pious humans. A reciter of the Qur'an once moved into a house said to be haunted. Each night, The jinn tormented him, but he continued to recite the Qur'an. Eventually, a righteous jinn killed the others and declared the house safe. He told the man that he was sent to protect those who honor Allah's words. This story, though found in folklore, echoes the message of the Qur'an that among the jinn are Muslims, worshippers, and those who uphold righteousness. Not all jinn are evil. In Surah Al-Jinn, Allah tells us that some jinn said, "Among us are the righteous, and among us are the opposite." This confirms that the jinn, like humans, have diversity in belief, practice, and morality. Some accept Islam, others reject it. Some live peacefully, while others cause harm. The world of the jinn remains largely hidden, but through these encounters, recorded in sacred scripture and preserved in tradition, we catch glimpses of their reality. They are not fairy tales, they are real, and through faith, remembrance, and divine protection, we are taught to live aware of their presence, but unafraid. Our strength lies not in fearing them, but in turning to the one who created them and us.